Hey folks, Lionel here with Cowboy Boots, hats and Western Life enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a boot unboxing and review from a company that we've never actually reviewed on the channel before. These are Corral. They are shark skin boots, and today we're going to actually be transporting a horse, and we're going to test them out while we're doing that. So let's get into it right after this. All right, so here they are, the Corral boots. This is the box form, and every time I do the unboxing, I always talk about how the box look, and this couldn't be more important right now around the holiday season. You know, first impressions are the most important ones, and when you're seeing them and you're presenting them to someone as a gift, well, you want the box to look nice. It really makes it that much more special when they open it and they see the box looking nice. So got kind of a leather print. It says Corral, handcrafted here, and they got kind of this yellow rusty look right here on the side of the box. I think it's a really nice looking box when you're presenting it. So let's go ahead and open it. So got some paper that says Corral right on there. You got the boots in the plastic saying Corral. Very nice looking boot. Now, of course, here we're going to have the shaft shapers. And also, you're going to have a piece of paper right here. Now, like I always say, I do recommend y'all keep the shaft shapers if you guys want to maintain the shaft. All right, there we go. We're going to set this on the side for now. All right, so here it is, Corral shark skin boot, and as always, we start with the bottom, the sole of the boot. So this is actually a rubber sole, and I think a lot of the intent of this boot was meant for actually riding. So you got a nice rubber sole, a little bit of a grip texture right here. So there is no lemon wood pegs on the bottom, no nails. It's just a rubber sole. It says Corral right here, and I do see a couple sets of stitching right here. Now on the heel, they got a riding heel, and what I could see here is that they got like a leather heel mixed with a rubber cap, of course, and then they got a spur shelf right here, really nice spur shelf that is made out of a plastic material. So it's a good combination. Now let's go ahead and talk about the welt. The welt is a single stitch welt, and it is made of leather, so they got that kind of mix between leather and rubber on the parts that are important. So now let's go ahead and talk about the Vamp. So we got a cutter toe for the Vamp, and of course, like I said, it is shark skin. I really do like their toe shape. If y'all look at it, it's got a bit of a slant. It's not the narrowest one. I like the fact that it's a little bit wider, and it's got just a hair bit of a slant on it, and I really do love that. Shark skin looks beautiful. Now shark skin is really tough, so for a riding boot they couldn't have picked a better material. It's really nice, it's tough. I really do love shark skin for that reason, and there's not too many companies out there making shark skin. Now this is a 3-piece shark skin. What I mean by that is there's some companies that are making, you know, the whole Vamp 1-piece all the way down to the heel, but no, this is a 3-piece. So you got 1 piece right here, then you got a stitched piece right over here on the sides on both ends, and then in the back you got 2 pieces in the heel right here. So you got a stitch in here and a stitch in there. But you know, when you're talking about a riding boot, it really doesn't matter. and especially at the price that these are at, you really can't beat it. And we'll talk more about that later. Right now I'm just showing you all the boot and what it's made of. So now we got the shaft. It's nice brown. You got some light brown, some black stitching all the way through. It's a very dark brown. This Vamp is a little bit on the darker side too, by the way. And you got a little bit of shark skin here on the pull tab. So these boots do have pull tabs. Now, in the lining, you got a really nice soft cowhide. This is definitely not calf, but it's very nice and soft cowhide inside of it. And it does say Corral handcrafted boots made in Mexico. So these are still pretty traditionally made, except for some exceptions of the rubber sole and all that. But you know, it's all leather throughout, and I really do like that. If I feel inside, it's all leather throughout. The seams are very nice. The lining, very, very nice, subtle. You cannot feel anything in here. And these boots do have a foam insole. But what I do love about them, and y'all know if you've been watching my channel for long enough, I love a hard leather insole, and these just have that, a hard leather insole. Now, they do run big. I usually do wear a 12. If y'all have been watching the channel, you guys know I wear a size 12. And sometimes I have to size up, but in this case, I actually had to size down about half a size, especially if you're going to be removing the insole, which I always do. I remove the insole, and you got a hard leather insole, and just kind of running all throughout the inside of the boot here. And that's what I love. This is how I'm going to keep them. That's why I step down to a half size. They'll feel perfect just like that. So let's go ahead, try them on, and get this horse trailered to the vet.
From a poison cup, slip away and never wake up before I'd ever hurt you, before I'd ever hurt you. I'd stare right into the sun, shoot myself with a gun before I'd ever hurt you, before I'd ever hurt you. I'd be 1,000 miles from shore in a boat without an oar before I'd ever hurt you, before I'd ever hurt you. I'd give away all my money and live like a poor man, honey, before I'd ever hurt you, before I'd ever hurt you. I'd be 1,000 miles from shore in a boat without an oar before I'd ever hurt you, before I'd ever hurt you. I'd give away all my money and live like a poor man, honey, before I'd ever hurt you, before I'd ever hurt you. Before I'd ever hurt you.
All right, y'all. So we got that horse to the vet, and the horse ended up being perfectly fine. They put it on some antibiotic, but as far as the horse, perfectly fine. So we made it through the trip. Now, let's go ahead and talk about my verdict on these Corral shark skin boot. Well, first of all, comfort. That's one of the things that I noticed about it. straight out of the box, super comfortable, and that's very rare, especially when you're talking about a shark skin boot. You want it to be very comfortable outside the box because, well, shark skin is a very tough hide and it breaks in really hard. And if they're comfortable out of the box, well, that's going to be a great thing. Another thing, style. They look fantastic. I really do love the way they look. I love their cutter toe. I do love the heel. Just everything about them. They look great. If I could say one negative thing about the look, well, there's the three-piece, but again, it doesn't matter to me. That three-piece doesn't bother me at all, especially if you're going to have a boot that's made for riding or stuff like that. You're barely going to see it. You got your spurs on. Even if that's not the case, I don't think it looks all that bad. And you cannot argue with the price. Yes, there's more expensive shark skin boots that are all one piece and everything, but price is a big factor. And these boots are coming in at a phenomenal price. They are coming in at $250. And for a shark skin boot from a reputable company, that is really hard to beat. I mean, what are you getting for $250 out there? You might have some Chinese area cowhide with foam insert. You have Durangos that are also the same thing, Chinese made or overseas made. And with this one, you know, you're getting a boot that's made in Mexico, made out of shark skin for $250. I mean, you really cannot beat that. On top of that, it's a great looking boot. It's got the riding heel. It's got all the great characteristic that you would come to have with the riding boot. And if you want to wear it out, I think that boot will look really good and it'll hold up. Now, as far as holding up, well, only time will tell how good they're going to hold up. But, you know, with the way that I see them being constructed, so far it's a safe bet. And again, at $250 for a shark skin boot from a reputable company, I don't think you could go wrong either way. I might do an update video to see how they've held up, but so far so good. They're really comfortable. Now again, about comfort, I would definitely recommend y'all get it in a 11.5, or sorry, a half a size smaller. In my case, 11.5. Like I said, the 12 felt too big, especially if you're going to take off that foam insole, which I always do. Then I definitely recommend y'all to go with that half a size smaller on these. So I really do like this boot, and I would definitely recommend anyone to buy it. Now, if y'all like this video, please hit like and subscribe to the channel. The next video we will have coming up is going to be in Las Vegas. Yes, Cowboy Boots has some Western Life Enthusiast is going to NFR, and we're going to be going to Cowboy Christmas. So hit that notification button so y'all could be right there with us. Next time the notification bell rings on your phone, well, it's going to be for one of them Vegas video. See you then.